for the coaches session. So, Mr. Tomo here from Australia will explain you more about the rules and more what you want to explain about the rules and regulation for Gen 2 football. Okay, so what Mr. Tomo is going to brief you. So I hope that you can brief back to your students and participants. Okay, so please wait. Mr. Tomo explain everything, and then we open question and answer session after this. Is it okay? All right. So now, okay, please, Mr. Tomo.
I'm going to scroll it through while I sort of get you guys out. I've been through this. I'll welcome everybody, and thanks for all of your support too, coming along with the kids along. I didn't realise how important it is and how much work it's taken for me to get here. I've got 2 teams myself here, and it's been a lot. And the robots aren't working, probably the same as yours, I hope. But anyway, idea of the whole competition is just the experience for the kids, and we need to reinforce that with the students. That the whole idea is the education they've received coming here and learn about as they've got here, and how they've developed in that time too. You know, when they've been putting their robots together, as they've been organising for the trip, hopefully organising money, pay for the trip as well. So, you know, the whole thing is an educational experience, and it is not about winning at the end. And we need to reinforce that with the kids again and again and again. And they'll have a better time if there's not that pressure to win at the end. It's about them having a good time, meeting other students, and just enjoying themselves. So if, as coaches, we're relaxed, the kids will be relaxed too. And so really, if there's any questions about the rules, okay, quietly come and see me, ask me about a ruling or something, that's fine. But it doesn't look good for WRO, doesn't look good for the kids if they see an argument happening. Quite simply, I wrote the rules, have written the rules for the last 12 years. Okay, so I do know them. So there's no point in saying I'm wrong. Sorry, but you know, you can't argue with a point on the rules. I can explain why a referee has judged the rule that way and what the ruling is, okay? And we can discuss that quite reasonably. So it's excellent for WRO, excellent for the kids if we don't have this confrontational sort of, big word, just any arguments about the ruling or what's happening. Pretty simply, if a game is 5-3, 6-4, 6-3, and there was a, you know, in your mind or in the student's mind, there was a bad ruling, there's no point in even complaining about it. That happens. If you watch soccer, football, in the real world, there is always a decision that the referee makes. You made today, and I'll just pick some of the main points out of it so that we can, you know, you can understand what the referees are doing and what they're saying. Probably read all of the first bit anyway. Pretty simply, team members, only 2 team members at the table. If you have 3 team members, really, third one. Okay, just, yep. Always this one is up to the referee's decision. I've told the referees to try and put the ball in, or you have to put it to the disadvantage of a robot that kicks the ball out. So put it on the neutral zone quickly, make a decision, and that is final. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Penalty goals are straightforward. Push goal. Always one that's open to interpretation, but pretty simply, a robot must make an attempt to either stop rather than push the ball straight through. Okay, get the ball out. Bring the ball. And you know, even tonight when I was doing a demonstration referee session, some people agreed with my adjudication of a push goal, and some people didn't. But as a referee, I saw that the robot had released the ball about that far from the back of the goal. and people on the other side could not see that. They were referees, they could not see that. So sometimes the referee can see things closer than others, of course. They're closer than you. Pretty simply, oh, my goalpost. Robot going down, that's a push goal, okay? So a referee will say, won't blow the whistle, ball comes back, play keeps on going, no goal, okay? Simple. And if with the IRV2 pulse ball, the robot is actually working between the numbers of the IRV2, so there shouldn't be that many push goals in this competition now, because it's working, say, 4, 5, 6. Do you understand what I'm talking about? 4, 5, 6, and it's doing this. That is not a push goal. That's a goal. Okay, because the robot has changed direction and it is changing its movement. Okay, if a robot is going straight for the goal, and this happened tonight, about there, stop, the ball went in, that's a goal. Okay, that's fine. The robot must be seen to make it happen. Okay, that's a goal. So pretty simple. I don't think we'll get a lot of push goals because we've got a lot of good robots. So a lot of the robots are just kicking the ball from long distance, so that won't be a problem. Okay, other things about a push goal. If there is any collision on the way to the goal, that is changing the robot's course. So that is not a push goal, it is a goal. Okay, any collisions, ball, robot, goal post. Okay, goal. Alright, so pretty simple. And I think if we all understand that, don't get too hit up about it, and the referee will not blow the whistle. They've been advised, don't blow the whistle, play keeps on going, it is not a goal. Okay, yeah, keep on going. Double defence, no. Don't have to, oh, yeah, that'll do. One thing you can tell the students, if their robot is stuck, it can't be moved. Alright? It won't be free. They can't say to the referee, my robot's stuck, my robot's stuck. Okay? It should stay stuck. They should have something in their program, a reverse or something, that will get the robot out. Okay? Now, if they start saying, and this is what you need to tell the kids, if they start saying robot stuck, robot stuck, robot stuck, the referee will say, stuck robot, take it off. It's damaged. Alright? So if the kids stay quiet, it is better. Alright? And if they stay quiet, robot stuck, and then there's a lack of progress. Okay? No robot in the ball, or 2 robots there. Okay? Lack of progress, the referee will move the ball and free stuck robots. He'll tell the kids, she will tell the kids, free the stuck robots, then the robot can come out. Okay? Robots can only be moved when there is a lack of progress. Okay? Right. Dribblers. Okay? Important one. Please tell the students, dribblers aren't to be operating the whole time. Because if a dribbler is operating, comes up against another robot, will start damaging the other robot. Okay, so it's causing damage to the other robot. The only time a dribbler should be operating should be when it's close to the ball. So if a robot's coming up there, dribbler should be off. Robot gets close, dribbler comes on again. Students should be able to program that quite easily. Straight away, we were going to say that, but now that I've spoken to you guys, spoken to the coaches, warn the students. If they have a dribbler that is operating, and the ball's over there, dribbler running, any sort of kicker or dribbler operating without the ball in the near area, it will be taken off damaged. Okay? Because it is only going to damage someone else's robot, and well, that's their work for the last 6 months. So, you know, they should not have to suffer that. We're going to go through finals. No, that'll be fine. No, that's fine. Okay. Down, unsportsmanlike behaviour. Down. last bit. Right. Scroll downwards. Oh, which upwards? Go upwards. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Okay. Go up. Oh. Yep. Go up. Here we are. Pretty simple. We don't want to have, unsavoury situations, and we want to see the kids having a good time. So last year there's a little bit of incident of booing, kids booing when they're cheering. They got to be excited. Okay, that's fine. They're only young, but it sounds a lot better if they're cheering goals for their own team, cheer goals for the opposition. And of course, if anyone is arguing at the table, yellow card. And if eventually it gets to that, it's not the kids that get scored. If it's a coach or someone or a parent who's arguing, they will be escorted from the area. Okay, we'll just get security and ask them to be escorted from the area. Red card. Parents gone. Kids have a good time. The kids set a great example for parents, by the way. The kids are better sports than a lot of parents are. Have you noticed that? Okay, as we go down, these were sent out. Now this is interesting. This was sent out about March and sent out again only a month or two ago. I'm hoping that every national coordinator relayed this to all of the coaches and all of the organisers. Okay, these were rule clarifications, and they will be changes next year. But if we go down, a couple of things that they are in the rules. All this is in the rules, but this is trying to make the rules clearer so that the games are fairer. And a lot of this came from the competition last year. Things that happened last year that some students, or sometimes the kids tried to use the rules to their advantage. Other times it just wasn't fair. Okay? This is important, that one. Kids have robots of 2 teams. We don't want teams turning up with 4 robots. It's expensive enough for teams to enter this competition with 2 sets of Lego, and the richer teams don't need to bring 4 sets of Lego. Fair enough. So if this is the one, I've probably disqualified more teams in the last 10 years than anything, because teams have substituted robots during a game. Okay, they've got a robot that's broken, they'll go and get their friends' robots. And we'll be aware of it. We are monitoring the robots, their weights and everything else to make sure there is no substitution. But please support us in that. If the kids even suggest it, no, you'll get disqualified. No, it's not worth it. No, it's not in the rules. It's cheating. Okay? So, two robots coming inside, that'll be fine. Down a bit. We've got all of that. Oh, actually, there's one down in here that I didn't put in. Oh, here we go. Please, RoboLab, Lego Mindstorms, NXTG only. Please make sure the kids are doing that. No C-based programming. There's been a lot of discussion around the world about whether we should be using C-based programming or not. The idea of WRO Gen 2 is to make it an easy competition to get into, and the same rules, the same programming for every kid. And we found that C-based programming does give too much of an advantage to some teams. Okay, so please, we'll be checking. Anyone with any C-based program on their robots won't be able to compete in the finals. Simple as that. Other one is Lego colour sensors are not allowed for a number of reasons, or a couple of reasons, and there's been a ruling that WRO is standing by, but it is only Lego light sensors, not colour sensors, please. Once again, if a team gets through scrutineering and the colour sensor's not picked up, but during the day it is found they have a colour sensor on, that is it. They have scored their points with an illegal robot. So obviously they don't deserve to go to the finals if they are found with anything illegal on their robot. Am I clear enough with that? So, if someone, a referee looks at the robot, doesn't see something illegal, but if I pick it up, say halfway through tomorrow afternoon, and they've been winning with an illegal robot, what other hope do I have? I have to be fair to the other students that their illegal robot is built, and I have to remove them from the finals. Okay? Up a bit, or down a bit. Big one tonight. I don't know how it managed. This was sent to every national organiser. I would say 75%. 75% of robots were illegal that turned up today. Okay? 75%, so 3/4 of the robots either gained qualification with their legal robots or changed their robots since the national finals and here. Pretty simple. Ball has a halfway line. Please check this so we don't have to go through this tomorrow morning. A lot of teams changed tonight and a lot of teams have got legal robots now, but some haven't been checked. Middle line on the ball. Okay? Halfway. Nothing on the robot can go over halfway. So that's it. Alright? Light sensors up above. Wheels of dribblers. Okay, the contact point of the dribbler can be there, but the wheel can't go over halfway. Understand. Please check your robots, go home, take the ball. The kids have got balls today. They had balls today in their hands, and they'd turn up with a totally illegal robot that would be over there. They can measure themselves. You guys can make sure they measure. And halfway is it. Reason being, if you've got, which way are we going here? Halfway there, okay, one robot, halfway. Other robot, halfway. Both robots can access the ball. Both robots have a chance at the ball. And if we have a robot there, inside of a dribbler, what hope has this robot got? Can't get the ball, it is taken off it. So, half a ball each is fair. Okay, please get the children, the students to check tonight, because tomorrow morning it's going to be a big panic if they do have illegal robots. Big panic, and it was last year too. Okay, so that's it. 2 members of the field, I've already gone through that. Yep, that's virtually what I said before. Students do sign the score sheet at the end of the game. Some kids, despite our best efforts, do get upset and say, I'm not signing the score sheet. Doesn't matter. They can elect not to sign the score sheet. Okay? However, if they do sign, if two teams both sign the score sheet, that's game over, score recorded, no more questions asked, no protest. Okay? That's the reason for signing the score sheet. So no protest. If a captain says, I'm happy, someone else talks to them about it, well, no, sign the score sheet, that's it. But a student can elect not to sign the score sheet. Well, they can protest. They have the option of protesting later on in writing, only in writing. We will look at it and make a decision from that. Maybe look at video, maybe talk to the referees. Okay? But if a student's saying, I'm not signing, well, they don't have to sign. Okay, it's just a way of saying, okay, game over, I'm happy with the score, let's move on to the next game. You understand that? Yeah. So it's not a big thing about not signing a score sheet. I see a lot of kids get upset, I'm not signing it, I'm not signing that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference to us or difference to the referee. Of course, within all the ideals of WRO, referee's decision is final, and we will support them on that. If a referee's made a decision, put a ball in a certain position somewhere, and they've made that decision, it is final. Same as any football game in the World Cup or anywhere else. The referee's decision is final. That's the result that stands. Okay? We down the bottom yet? Yep. I've been doing a lot of talking today. Okay, that's it. Anything I missed?
What the 10 points maximum?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, good one. Thanks, mate. What we do, rather than kids getting upset if there's a one-sided game, a robot kicking a lot of goals, or if a team has two broken robots, and what does the opposition do? Just kick goal, goal, goal. It's a bit of a waste of time, isn't it? And it's not good for anybody. So if a team gets 10 goals in front, if a team gets 10 goals in front, there is a mercy ruling. Okay, game over. So 10 goals, you know, there's no point in keeping on going. And it is a mercy ruling, game over. And easy done, not a problem. And the other, well, the kids that are losing don't have to keep on being hammered by a team that is so much better and feel that they're inferior. Okay, questions I suppose now? Here we go. Any questions? This is amazing. Either I've spoken too fast. Done it? Yep.
Yeah, I think that the diameter of the ball is more than 7 centimeters.
It is?
Because based on the regulation 6.3, 7.5.
7.5.
Based on because of the 6.3 rule, catching area must be less than 3 centimeters. So half of them means 3.5 centimeters. It's still over the regulation.
No. There are two things, okay? There are ball capturing zone, so at the front of the robot, straight edge, okay? Any ball capturing zone cannot go in further than 3 centimetres, okay? That's the 3 centimetres. Thanks for asking the question, by the way. But if this is within the rule of a robot covering the ball, it can't go over 3.7 centimetres. Okay? So there are two different areas there. Ball capturing, covering the robot, covering the ball.
So the dribbler can be 3.5 centimeters.
The dribbler contact must be, the dribbler contact point must be less than 3 centimetres, but it's the rest of the wheel. It can't go past the wall. Okay? Good? Okay. Yeah, I'll see you back there, mate. Any other questions? Yes?
I think for the exhibition hall is very small. You have a menu field in there, and the IR ball, it has this white, it's like a white radiation. Maybe the robot can catch the signal from other field. It can cross from other field because the field is very near. It's closely. It's possible.
It is possible. Infrared, pulsed infrared is possible.
Yeah, it's possible. And can you it's like a try to rearrange or extend the area and leave the space more or do something?
Actually, for the battery, we try to do something. We try to reach back. So that the battery is further from each battery.
And because it's tomorrow, a lot of people there, and we are cold. We can't hear there. That's right. And we can't. The second problem. How can we look at our team?
Yeah.
Too, because it's very small. If our team has competition in the middle of heavy field, we can't. You don't have a video, or you don't have a live camera. You don't have. The second question, okay.
I tend to agree. It was the design that was offered, I'm afraid, and was what was used to fit into the area. Optimum, I know, is just having a single line of tables.
Maybe you have to test.
Next time, yeah. I thought that would have done it this time. Sorry. Yeah, of course there are other things, other aspects. Out of interest, are there any robots that are being, anyone using RoboLab? The kids, by the way. Only one. It's interesting. You might be having light problems because of the lights up above.
I don't have that problem.
Don't have that problem? My students do.
When I catch the ball from other field.
Other fields, are you sure of that?
Yeah.
I have the same problem.
With RoboLab?
It's RoboLab.
so it's balls on the other fields.
Yeah.
I find that hard to... I'd still be looking up. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work out the logistics of this. I know exactly the RoboLab does have more problems with outside light than NXTG. And I'm happy, by the way, for anyone using RoboLab to use a piece of tape over the sensor, if there is. Okay, just a bit of tape over the sensor to cut down that extra radiation. I have found personally that NXTG suffers more from external light bouncing off walls, off people, and from longer distances. Is that what most people find? That NXTG is a lot more sensitive to the infrared and the balls? Yeah. Okay, so my guess is look up.
Because last year I have that problem, you saying that, but we can solve that problem already. But this year we have a new problem. It's very, we can catch the signal from the other wall.
Well, what we're going to do is make sure that 2 people per table anyway, 2 team members, not 2 team members plus the other people from the rest of the country's teams and everyone else, and nobody can see. So, yeah, I spend most of my day enforcing that, as well as answering questions. I mean, real clarifications. Any other questions, please? Yep.
About all-time walking dribbling.
Yep.
Can we see again this rule? How judge will decide how much time must dribbling walk?
Judge's discretion. Yeah, it's within a reasonable range of the ball. If the robot's looking at the ball and approaching the ball, the dribbler can be operating.
And
but
if the robot's my and the opposite side will near and a ball near and dribbler will walk and damage the opposite robot, how the judge will decide?
This is more for, if the ball's there, robot's there, both dribblers can operate. They can turn their dribblers on and try to pick the ball up. Okay, so that the dribbler can be operating it. But if the ball's over here, robots are over here, and the dribblers are operating, well, that's not good. Okay, and what will happen is they may get tangled with these other robots on the way, and with the dribbler operating, and that I've seen it happened last year. You were here last year, and they either catch wires from the other robots or take pieces off. And so we're just trying to stop that from happening, and it doesn't look good anyway. But if the ball's there, and the dribblers catch wires, dribblers catch each other, that's fine. It's got to be part of the game, hasn't it? I think. But within a reason, referees in discretion. They won't be too harsh on it. Trust me. As long as the robot's not just sitting there and this dribbler's going the whole time. Okay, that's what we don't want. All right. Another question was down the front here. Yep.
How many members of the team can start the robot?
Oh, it was there somewhere. You may have seen it. But anyway, 2 team members can start the robot. Because we do have little kids, and it's very hard for one little kid to start 2 robots when they're only about that tall. So 2 kids can start the robots. Then captain stands at the table, other one steps back. Okay, out of the way. So you should only have referee, scorer, captain around the table. And 1 metre, 1 other student. Okay, so leaves it open, makes it easier and more pleasant for everybody. Yes?
About the dribbling or detected working all the time, without any damage to space, what was the proposal? I mean, if both players working with dribbler or the picker all the time, but it's nothing happens, no space damage, nothing. Could be going smoothly.
Even if we've said that if the dribbler's operating and the ball's not there, they need to change their program. Okay? And if they can't change their program, honestly, they don't know their program. Now it's a simple off. And when you get to a certain light level, ball in a certain position in your program, dribbler on.
Yeah, but what I mean, if the dribbler is not too much long to injure the other player, it's working nicely. And his kicker is working smoothly, without any incident for the opponent. But the kicker working without any accident how it will happen. I mean, not too long, not losing spare part for that, without any violence.
Yeah, it's just okay. Even if it doesn't, it might.
Exactly.
And you know, we want to reduce it, so we're encouraging teams not to have dribblers going all the time. And you know, I think that's it. Thank you. I think it is. There's got to be something wrong if a dribbler's going all the time. It's not good programming, and it's easy to fix, and won't take the kids long at all. Yep.
Yeah, not a question, just asking. Can you calm down the light? Because the light is so strong, I think, for the light sensor.
We declare everything for today already. They said everything already. The color is the same here. Tomorrow, you could be changed.
Is it impossible? Not possible.
If you want to change, you're going to.
I'm only doing the rules. I would love to see the lights go down. My students are crying at the moment.
Okay, we try to dim down the light. Try to ask the committee, Sunway, try to dim out the light. If it's possible, but I'm not promising it.
It's not our point. The point is, if you want to down, you have to down now. Because every team have the fair to set it. Okay? We have a chance to set it. If you down tomorrow, no more time.
No, fair point. No, it would have to be turned down overnight, and when the students arrive tomorrow, they can recalibrate their robots. But it'd be good. It'd be good.
How update today?
Because it does say in the rules, if you've read the rules, that every effort should be made to keep the light conditions as low as possible. And RoboLab, I've worked with Chris Rogers, RoboLab, in trying to get the RoboLab working in better conditions too. And they've worked for a month full time trying to, I don't know why not. So yes, it is a problem. I apologise, and I'm suffering too. Well, my kids are suffering. Any other questions? There's also the point, I'm sorry about this, there's also the point that, you know, if they're robots, they have, you know, if the kids are good enough, they have to readapt to the situation. That's what I'm telling my kids. Okay, the conditions aren't perfect. You have to find a way to solve that problem. This is a learning experience. Not a good one, but it's a learning experience. My kids, I hope, are in there now reprogramming with NXTG, and they haven't used it all for the last 3 months. But they're going to try and reprogram with NXTG to get their robots at least on the table and at least having a bit of fun. So, hope so. Yep.
This might not happen, but if the NXT itself or model is broken suddenly, can they replace it or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty simply. That's no worries. NXT is fine, but it's about replacing the whole robots. And, you know, or another one is having a specialist goalie robot and a specialist attacking robot and interchanging. Or 2 teams having one good robot, and in the finals they both turn up with 2 good robots. It has happened. No more questions? No more, nothing to say? Look, thank you very much for your time. We will have challenges tomorrow, I know, and thank you very much for coming along and supporting the kids to help us out. It'll be good. Thank you.
有，现在最麻烦的问题是球，你要到球的附近才能转。这点你们都做得到吗？
就在追求的时候，我的目标是什么？我得能到一起。
number 5, turn drummer on. Pretty easy. Or 5, 6. It's hard to say. If someone has an IRC card, and only an IRC card, they can't get the range. The range is very small. So if it's range 4, 5, 6.
频段，你说球上面那个频段吗？低，绝对是低。它不是 A B C。He's
working all the time.
No, is he saying is that the blood has to stop at some point? No, is it so that based on the strength of the ball that the IRC is receiving? So in the radius of the ball, being the ball there, say a particular radius that it gets activated, is that fine?
That's what I'd like to see. But some robots don't have lights. They only have the IRC code, and they only have it set on 1 to 9. Okay. So quite sensible. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's one. And second,
but I'm seeing facing that way, and it's operating. Another robot can drive into it.
In that case, what's the free will do?
What the
guest tickets are working, or
the referee should do, if it's working on time, ask the students to fix it. Okay?
You could set up like damage, you mean?
Yep. And the students, if they know their programs and they program their robots,
it hardly takes time.
In 1 minute they should be able to fix it. They don't know already.
And right now we've been allotted the tables, right? So we've got the compass calibrated according to that. And how long do we get to change the calibration if the table changes? So because there's a lot of varied readings between the say 2 tables. No, I mean how long do we actually get to recalibrate? Okay. So the first match will be on the tables that we've been allotted.
Playing on the same table all day.
Okay, even the qualifiers.
It's only when you get to the finals.
Okay,
that you'll be changing tables.
That's how long
and
we
then
get.
if you make the finals, you'll get 10 minutes. 10 minutes out there. Okay. I'm interested in this area from
there's a lot of problems with the Mac. It's not minor, there's like a huge difference in the Mac. Because every time, no, I don't think it's because, it's probably because it's been too crowded. That's what I suggest. I'm not really sure why
Is there anything under the tables? Anything less?
the only wire is running.
I think because of
The wire running, the electrical wire. So there's a lot, it's not a small variation, the variation is pretty large.
What's going smoothly now, for me myself. Here, definitely change.
Yeah, it's like the compass reading is a
I'm
problem.
using my iPhone, change the compass, define the angle. But here we cannot.
And moreover, you have the metal line on the side
I
as
haven't
well.
had to check comes through. You guys check comes through in the tables? Yeah, and they're all okay.
Maybe some of them push on.
Yeah, but they promote to areas where wires are on the floor. Quite often, wires on the floor. If you look on this, you've got the little PowerPoint plug, the wires running straight lines under there, and on tables there.
And even the side metal barricades, right? So that's metal close by.
No, anywhere around there. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Happy to be wrong. But things like.
But do you think that the conditions should not be more flexible,
more flexible? More.
I mean, I'm very happy with color sensor working with me.
Yeah, with the NXT light sensors are
I
working
never
together.
damage any opponent. Really, I never damage. And the defense should modify himself. It will be a joke. Should put some angles, some balls.
It's just unnecessary more than anything. That's my point. You don't have to have a dribbler going.
Color sensor, why are not allowed? If device sensor allowed, why color sensor not allowed? It's working fantastic.
Color sensor comes with the Lego retail kit.
I got you.
Shop kit.
I got you.
Okay. Sponsors are Lego Education.
Robot organizers, they said they can even use FLL components. Retail, education, if it is returned with Lego, you can use it, is what they said over there.
Where?
Robot organizer in Kendrick.
This color sensor we got from
the elementary category,
Asian
regular. They said
because there are a lot
you
of
can use any component which has Lego written on it. If it's a Lego component, use it, is what they said. He particularly said there is two, education and retail, and if you want use anything. I asked him if special components from FLL, there are some teams who are using special components from FLL in the, so he said yeah, it's Lego.
It's not my, that's one rule I didn't make. And yeah, someone asked the question, okay, and I emailed the Lego managers and said, what is the ruling on this? Because they are the ones that control sensors can be used, can't be used. And they said no, color sensors can't be used.
That's what they said even in India. But over here, it's completely different, and I feel that some teams have an advantage. It's going just Lego components, big thread wheels,
especially if the players
very big cartridge, I think of this size.
Especially if the player playing fair, without nothing, no damage, nothing. Small.
All of these discussions come up every year, by the way. Use of NXDC always comes up, and in Australia we're still email after email after email. Use of the lights, the colour sensor, and the easiest thing is why don't they put the colour sensor into the education? 979 saves all problems. And my field, the green field works so much better, even better. It took a lot of work to try and get that green field as far apart as possible. So there you go.
Next year, Green City will be back again. Green City.
Green City, don't know.
So?
Don't know. I don't.
We have been to all that. Green City is very fantastic. Green City and Soma.
Never know. I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't like Green City.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I don't know. But Gentoo, all I worry about. Okay. Anyway, I've got to go and help my kids.
Thank you very much.
To use NXTG.
By the way, you have any extra? No. I will just. But we White House, and I have two. But my kids forgot them.
Management agree to use official.
Yeah, but what I have to impact more. We use the wire action per second to know I get a ball or not. So I have to sprint all the time. Does it work? Is it okay?
Hang on there. Yep, please.
Maybe you have to.
Your aim motor is spring all the time.
It's balance check. Balance check. You put it down. Yeah, because it's something is.
The rotation per second
yes.
on.
And if you get a ball, rotation
you can't do this. It's like a leap.
There's no space left. Yeah.
Because I think
so
have a walkway.
My motor is spring
just
all the
one
time.
or two steps.
Any all time for the dribble.
Yes.
Why do you
think about tomorrow?
We should
how many people you
detect the rotation per second.
15.
To know if I get the ball or not.
And how many people to play together and how many balls in the field?
I know what you're saying.
Yes.
If you have more space,
So you have to leave the game.
It's important for our team.
The parents can see what happens on the field.
Trying to get away around.
You can it is like a score
Yeah.
of the race or the other
Don't need to
just
have
only
turning.
you can move a little bit.
Don't need to have turning. Well,
We need more.
are you going for a reduction in the speed of spin?
For category, no problem. That's right.
Alright, touch program. if spin is less than
whatever
40.
Yes.
If spin is less, it's got the ball.
Yes.
So, but all you need, turn the thing on. If spin is less than 40, it's got the ball.
But in meantime, to power 0 for 100.
16, a lot, but why? Maybe in the same way it's better. You move. I know you can't do it because everything is set already. That's why I buy
the motor
now
power 0 to
move a
100
little
means maybe 2 seconds.
You have 2 or 3 people
I use the time
can
to
stand together.
For tomorrow, we're going to 16 like on the third day. We're going to use
It would start spinning.
Yes, I know it. I know it. You can move out in the second round, third round. I think first and very important.
So all team not to
If
sprint
some
all
team,
the time.
okay. If your team is in at the corner, oh, you very good luck.
You don't need to.
No more table. But if your team,
If you're a robot, you know, you text 4, 5, 6,
you are bad luck.
turn on.
Why you bad luck in Malaysia?
And then have loop through program.
Which you
Must have, I'd say, a loop, and in that loop would be checked if rotation gets less than
I know you don't
40.
know it before. That's why.
That's the ball.
But this is our
And
our
light reading. Start the program.
Many years. I know what is
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Last 2 years.
Turn it off.
Please.
Do you understand?
Please.
It's not too hard to program around it.
When you detect before you start throwing
timetable，
OK， 你没有，你侦测到球的时候，我们就来说 OK， 开始转。但是如果说你球不见了，那就 stop。
timetable who
一定要这样子吗？
哦，we know the already the first round in the life。
没有，就是说你还没有在球还没有接近的时候，你就开始转。就要开始转。
นึกคำไม่ออก
The speed is best. The ball best. When it detects the ball, it's immediately not stop.
Okay, it's come on.
1 second. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Turn, bang. Turn on dribbler. Be 1 second before it gets to the ball anyway.
If everyone knows that how.
So I can't see the problem.
Like okay.
1 second or 0.5 second
for this.
We don't have any
rotation less than 40.
So for robot soccer, we start around 6, 11 a.m.
So you had a warranty to do that.
Can
you get it one more?
The other situation is the ball need a fight. Maybe you just turn and you take ball, but if you want to start the motor, the ball is out all the time. So it's pressure. Yeah.
Okay, there's 1 with 2, 2 with 3, 3 with 4. You need 3 teams. That's why
so all team
you need 3. At the end of the day, we have left 3 teams from 5 or 4.
All the time.
And what about tomorrow? Next day? Yeah.
The problem is
on Sunday. All the winner.
Compete on Sunday.
It's been 3 teams come together, battle together.
So
and you find 1 team, and the 1 team you find 16. Okay, 16 and 18, 14 and
1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute fix.
Okay.
Get some 1 minute too. Turn it off. Turn it off. It's an off. Off command. On the program.
Okay, you need the sub to happen.
Between tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow you have
I can do it.
5-3 and 5-1.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
But if the program is off there, on there.
Thank you so much.
In the loop.